Hey, I'm Matt Andrews. I am a student at the University of Minnesota studying agriculture industries marketing with an emphasis on sustainable agriculture. I thought I'd talk about a little bit the environmental aspects of the Anthropocene right now. So what's been happening to the Earth recently? We're seeing weather and pattern irregularity like Hurricane Sandy and Hurricane Katrina. We're seeing the Greenland ice sheet melt at rates we've never actually seen before, as well as other ice caps. The average temperatures are increasing. We're seeing high temperatures that have never been recorded before, and these are causing disasters like wildfires in Colorado and Russia, devastating wildlife and actually killing humans. So why is this happening right now? Well, we have 9 planetary boundaries that when crossed are causing immense stress on the Earth. I'm going to go over these 9 planetary boundaries and talk a little bit about each of them. First one being biodiversity loss. Species are being extinct right now faster than ever, and it's actually being termed as the 6th great extinction this time period right now. Climate change is a huge factor right now. We're having the warming of the Earth, which causes the melting of the polar ice caps, which cause more dark water, which in turn causes thermal expansion, thus making the sea level rise more. Our freshwater consumption is bigger than it's ever been. We're throwing off the hydrological cycle and draining wetlands, making dams. These are all things that disturb habitats. Our land usage right now is worse than we've ever had. We're deforesting places in terms of agriculture. This makes it so that the remediation aspects of the earth through these trees and these plants, they're not there anymore because we're using the land for other things. Our stratospheric ozone depletion right now is getting a lot better, but there's still a hole in the ozone near the Arctic where these UV rays are getting through and causing damage to terrestrial and aquatic life right now. So a couple of unquantifiable boundaries that we don't know if we've crossed yet or not. Atmospheric aerosol load is one. These aerosols go into the atmosphere and we do not know how much they're affecting it, but we do know that it affects weather patterns and it can actually throw off things like the monsoon season. Chemical pollution is a big one. We're putting these synthetic organic compounds, heavy metals, radioactive materials into our habitats, into our ecosystems, which are causing devastating happenings. So some things that people don't really think about are the nitrogen cycle, where we're taking this nitrogen from the atmosphere and fixing it into these synthetic fertilizers that get run off into our river systems. We're using it on agricultural as well as urban landscapes like your yards and golf courses. A huge thing is ocean acidification, where the CO2 that stays in the atmosphere for hundreds of years is being taken up by the ocean in the form of carbonic acid, where carbonate ions form with CO2 and H2O to make carbonic acid. This takes away carbonate ions, which are the building blocks for skeletal systems and shell systems of lowest trophic level organisms, which throw off the whole food web. So what is this doing right now? It's taking us from this geological time period known as the Holocene, where the mean temperatures are very desirable for life, to the Anthropocene, where it's taking us to levels that are not desirable for life, and if we do not stop soon, it can very negatively affect our lives. So what do we do? What do we do in the future? Looking forward, where do we go? Well, it starts with industries, right? They have to take in all these aspects, make more natural processes like holistic management that coincides with natural viability of life. It's up to the government to make policies like feed-in tariffs that provide long-term contracts for things like renewable energy. Mostly, it's up to the individuals like us. We have to go out, we have to be smart constituents, talk to our policymakers to make these things happen. We have to be smart consumers. We have to buy things that aren't harmful to the earth. Mostly you have to go out and share your ideas and share your knowledge with people and get the conversation started. Incremental change is not what we need right now. Small, little steps. We have to get out there and we have to make a lasting, resilient, and sustainable future by talking with each other and doing it. So go out and do it. Thanks.